For the cheapest coins with fast delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor, Red Zone Coins, and use code SWIFT at checkout for 20% off.
Social family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another episode of MUT Team Reviews on the channel, a series where you guys submit me your teams on Twitter and I review them live on video to give you some suggestions for upgrades as well as where you should be using your abilities. Now, as you guys can see, I am very much prepared for this episode. I've got my professor's mug, so we are ready. And I've also got the MUT Team Reviews Bible right here to make sure that I give you guys the best suggestions possible in today's video. Now, if you guys are enjoying this series on the channel and you do want a part 4 where I go over even more of your guys' teams, leave a like on the video down below and drop a comment. If we can get to 1,000 likes, I will do another part going over even more of your guys' teams in a future video. But if you can't wait that long, I will be live on Twitch tonight where we're going to be playing some Weekend League, giving away some cards, and most importantly, reviewing some teams live. So be sure to join the stream if you do want an opportunity at getting reviewed over there. And without further ado, let's hop into the first team of today's video. So here's team number 1 of today's video. Since this photo was taken, he has upgraded his offensive line, picked up Rob Gronkowski, and upgraded Jerry Rice to his highest version. So we'll keep those changes in mind as we go over the offense. And after those changes were made, I don't think there's a ton of tweaks you're gonna need. Lamar Jackson and Barry Sanders is a great running back quarterback combination. CeeDee Lamb, Michael Thomas, and Jerry Rice could use a couple of upgrades there, but I already did look at the defense and I know that's probably where we're gonna need a little bit of work. So let's move on to the defense right now and I'll give you some suggestions on that side of the ball. So on defense, as you guys can see, he's gonna have LT, Ryan Shazier, Anthony Barr, Taylor Mays, Minkah Fitzpatrick, a pretty good defensive line, but the cornerback group is where there is definitely some upgrades needed. Now I'm gonna give you 4 potential options you can use at the corner position, and you can pick whichever of these cards you want based on how much they sell for and based on what the stats are looking like. So Byron Jones' free agency card is an absolute beast. That is definitely an option to consider. Patrick Peterson's draft card is also really good. Tre'Davious White's Team of the Year card is great. And then there is also the Kyle Fuller Theme Builder 2 card, the 97 overall, who also has some really good stats and plays pretty good. So you can pick some of those options to upgrade at the cornerback position. And if any of you guys are looking for depth at the corner spot, or you don't have some great corners on your team yet, those are 4 really solid options that aren't going to be crazy expensive, but are going to get really good stats for their price. So pretty solid team. I definitely do like it. Once you make those upgrades, you can look to upgrade LT to his 99 overall version, but I think getting those corners is the first thing that you're going to want to do. And let's hop into team number 2 of today's video. So moving on to team number 2 of today's video, he's got a 97 overall team with RG3 at the helm, Walter Payton at running back, Calvin Johnson, Torrey Holt, Nate Burleson at the receiver spots, Mark Andrews at tight end, who I absolutely love as a budget option, and a pretty good offensive line. On the defensive side of the ball, he's going to have Shaz, LT, TJ Watt, Jamal Adams, Sean Taylor, Byron Jones, Denzel Ward, a pretty good defensive line, and Jalen Ramsey. So let's get into some upgrades that we can make on this team. So on this team, there's definitely a few adjustments that could be made on the offensive line, maybe at the receiver spots, as well as in the secondary. You could use a couple of tweaks, but my suggestion for you is to take your power up pass off of Walter Payton. I'm 99% sure you used it on him. I would recommend you take it off of him and use coins to get his card. And once you have that power up pass in your binder, the 99 overall pass, I would recommend use that on Sean Taylor to get his card all the way up to a 99. That Sean Taylor card is going to be an absolute beast for you. So that's one change that I would firstly recommend you do. That is going to cost a little bit of coins because you are going to have to buy Walter Payton's 99 overall, but it is going to be worth it in the long run because Sean T's 99 is going for like 1 million coins, whereas Walter Payton's I think is like 200,000. So you are going to get quite a bit of value there by switching around the power up passes. Then once you've done that, I would probably recommend you save up for a new Lawrence Taylor card, or maybe save up to upgrade the Allen Page. But otherwise, I do like this team as a 97 overall squad, and there's definitely a lot of players on here that I really do like and like the way they play, so good stuff with this team. So the third team in today's video is going to be a 98 overall squad. He's got Randall Cunningham at quarterback, which we're definitely going to need to change, Bo Jackson at running back, who I definitely like. The wide receiver group looks pretty strong. Mark Andrews, a great budget tight end. You guys have heard me preach that on the channel multiple times. The offensive line looks solid. There's definitely a few budget beasts on here, like Frank Ragnow and David DeCastro. Right tackle could maybe use position upgrade, but we'll get into that in a second. Then on the defense, he's got Shaz up to a 99, which you absolutely love to see. Jadeveon Clowney and Kevin Green at the outside linebacker spots, Aaron Donald, Gerald McCoy, Chris Jones, and Michael Strahan on the defensive line, and then Tre'Davious White, Byron Jones, Sean Taylor, and Jamal Adams to round out the secondary. So let's hop into some upgrades that we could do on this team. So hopping into upgrades right here, there is one clear upgrade, and it is actually rule number 1 of the Mutt Team Reviews Bible. We are going to need a golden ticket QB on this team. I see you've got 650k, so definitely make that upgrade to pick up one of the golden ticket quarterbacks. I've talked about that on the channel quite a bit, so you can use your own discretion and choose which one you want to go with to replace Randall Cunningham. You're going to be able to get Hot Route Master and Escape Artist on these golden tickets, which is so glitchy and very needed. Otherwise, I think the offense is really good. You've got some good budget players at positions where they're needed. The only position I could see you maybe upgrading could be something like right tackle if you want to. You also could try and power up Mark Andrews' card because once you do get some of the physical chems on him, he is probably going to get boosted up in overall, so that could definitely be an option right there. Now as we move on to the defense, I actually don't see any glaring needs. The only thing I would maybe change is you could upgrade Tre'Davious White in the future to someone like Champ Bailey. I don't think that's a pressing upgrade or something you need to do right now, but Tre'Davious did get beat for me occasionally. He is going to be a good budget kind of entry-level cornerback on one of your first upgrades like I mentioned on a previous team, but once you're up to like a 98 overall, pushing a 99, I think you could upgrade at the cornerback position to someone like Champ Bailey. He's going to play pretty well for you. Then in the secondary, we also have Sean T and Jamal Adams. I'd like to see those people changed, but I don't really have any good suggestions for who you can change those players with, especially because Sean T just got his 99 overall card, so you can eventually, hopefully, work to be able to get that and maybe move your power up pass around to get that 99 overall, but a good team for sure. I do like this one. I would say golden ticket QB is the first thing that you want to do. Maybe power up Mark Andrews if you want, and then get a better corner over Tre'Davious, but good squad, and thank you for submitting. So the next team in today's video is a really good one. He's got gold 99s at a ton of positions, but let's hop into the review. He's gonna have Lamar Jackson, Barry Sanders, Julio Jones, and Quincy Enunwa in the skill position, so definitely really good right there. Gronkowski at tight end, and a pretty solid offensive line. Now on the defense, it's 99s at almost every position with 99 Sean Taylor, which you absolutely love to see. Patrick Willie at the middle linebacker position, then he's got Jadeveon and TJ Watt. The defensive line looks great as well, and so does the secondary with Champ Bailey and Byron Jones. So let's hop into a couple of upgrades. The first thing that I noticed on this team is that you're not actually using physical chemistries. I would recommend you put something like Brawler on your team. That is going to give you a pretty solid amount of boost. It's going to give you a +2 speed boost, and it is going to boost up some of your players' overalls. I can see that you don't have many players chemmed up or blue getting overall boosts like Warren Sapp. He isn't getting a boost. None of your offensive linemen are either, or Christian Okoye, so I would probably recommend you do that right off the bat. Now as we move on and talk about this offense right here, I don't have any major changes that I would make. Barry Sanders would probably be the first player that I'd want to change. You could change it for someone like Walter Payton if you want to be able to get a bit more trucking, or save up for that Bo Jackson card eventually, but I think Walter Payton is probably an upgrade you could make on the offense. You could end up getting Christian Okoye's full 99 overall, but that is a little bit of a ticky-tacky upgrade. That's not something that you need to do right now. Otherwise, on this defense, you also might want to try and save up for Lawrence Taylor at left outside backer. He is going to be an absolute dog for you, but I do like where you have your abilities as well on Jadeveon, Sean T, and Ed Reed. That looks like who they are, so good stuff. I do like this team a lot. Only a couple of changes that I would make that I already told you, but great stuff with this 98 overall team. So moving on to the next team of today's video, I do really like this one. He's going to have Michael Vick at quarterback, Bo Jackson at running back, a couple of really good receivers in Quincy Enunwa, Randy Moss, and Terrell Owens. He's going to have Rob Gronkowski all the way up to his 99, and the offensive line looks really good as well. Now moving on to the defense right here, he's going to have LC and Jadeveon Clowney, which is my favorite combination in the entire game. He's got Shazier at the middle linebacker spot. He's got my son, Bruce Smith, at right end. I love to see that. That's the first Bruce Smith I think I've seen on a team, so props to you. That is rule number 2 of the Mutt Team Reviews Bible, is that Bruce Smith is an absolute GOAT. Now continuing to the secondary, he's got both the golden tickets at each safety position, Deion Jones, Night Train Lane, and Byron Jones. So the only thing I'm going to be changing on this team is Chase Young. I actually don't love Chase Young's card as much as someone like Myles Garrett. I would probably recommend you make that change right there, but otherwise, this is an absolute god squad. I love the construction of it. I think Myles Garrett is probably the only thing that I would want to say, because you do have 99s at every single position, so I guess That means you could save up for a kicker and a punter. It is a lot to spend on Ray Guy and Jan Stennard, but if you do want to get that crispy 99 overall team, that's what you're going to have to do. But good stuff, 99s at every single position. I would say the only change would be to get Myles Garrett over Chase Young. You've got Bruce Smith, so you get tons of brownie points from me, and you also have the combination of Jadeveon and Lawrence, which is the most lethal in the game. But let's hop into the next team, which will probably be the final team of today's video. So the final team of today's video is going to be a 98 overall, no money spent team. So congratulations to you for being no money spent and getting up to a 98. Also has tons of coins and training. So someone's been doing these coin making methods. Shout out to you. You've got RG3 at QB, Bo Jackson at running back, Torrey Holt, Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson. That looks perfect right there. Delaney Walker at tight end. And the offensive line looks really good as well. Moving on to the defense, he's going to have Willie Lanier, Lawrence Taylor, and Jadeveon Clowney. You'll love to see it. Aaron Donald, Warren Sapp, Deron Payne, Byron Jones, Night Train Lane, Sean Taylor, and Pat Tillman. So I think the offense is perfect. The defense is probably where we're going to make some changes. I don't know if you've got Ryan Shazier all the way up to a 99. I can see you got him hiding at the middle linebacker 3 spot, so try and get him up to a 99 if you don't already, because Willie Lanier isn't really going to give you enough speed as a user in my opinion. So get Shaz up to a 99. That'll be very, very helpful. Now at the left end position, you guys know what I'm about to say already. Bruce Smith is needed on this team. That is number 2 of the Mutt Team Reviews Bible. We need Bruce Smith on the squad. He's not going to be that expensive, and he plays absolutely great for you. So those would probably be the only 2 major changes I would say. You could end up saving from that Sean Taylor card. I see you've also got Pat Tillman at strong safety, who I don't absolutely love, but I'm hoping that Jamal Adams gets a power-up expansion. I think he honestly should, and then when that happens, you'll be able to get him up to a 99. I'm really hoping that they do that, because a lot of people could use the Jamal card, but this team looks very good. I'd probably just go for Bruce Smith and Ryan Shazier, but good stuff, and congratulations on being entered in the video. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed episode number 3 of Mutt Team Reviews on the channel. If you do want another part to this, drop a comment in the comment section. Get fired up in the comments, boys. We get hyped for Mutt Team Reviews over here, and drop a like as well. Also, if you didn't get reviewed and you want a chance of being reviewed, I'm reviewing anyone that subscribes to the Twitch channel tonight when I am live on stream. If you have Twitch Prime or Amazon Prime, you can actually subscribe for free, and you'll be able to watch some live team reviews as well over there. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the video. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you for all the support this year, and until next time, fellas, I'm out. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.
Social